You know that goofy look everybody makes on their thumbnails? This is a summary, which hopefully it's going to be shorter than the actual article from IGN, which is going to cover the price hike of 50% for Game Pass Ultimate, as well as the perk that we used to get for being a member, where you would get 10% off of DLC for games. Okay, here we go. Summary of what happened. Microsoft raised the price of Game Pass Ultimate by 50%. It's actually 50.02%, but who's counting? From $20 to $30 US. Around the same time, Xbox quietly removed the 10% discount on DLC add-ons for Game Pass subscribers, especially for non-EA games. In place of the discount, Microsoft says that subscribers will now earn points via its reward program. So it's 10% back in points for Ultimate members, 5% for Premium when purchasing select DLC add-ons. The 20% discount on full games from the Game Pass library remains for many titles. The change was not prominently announced. Many users discovered it after the fact, which fueled frustration. So the key issues and reactions: perceived unfairness and transparency. Many feel it's not acceptable to raise costs while stripping perks without clearly informing users. Value erosion. Subscribers see the change as a reduction in value, especially for those who regularly bought DLC and add-ons. Business motivation speculated. Some suggest Microsoft wants to recoup revenue loss from including big franchises like Call of Duty and Game Pass at launch. Backlash and cancellations. There's been vocal pushback across social media and gaming communities, with some calling for subscription cancellations. Regulatory and competition concerns. Given Microsoft's size and the Activision acquisition, critics argue these changes underscore broader risks in market consolidation. Why companies often do this. Profit growth versus profit loss. It's rarely about losing money. It's about not making enough money fast enough. Public companies like Microsoft are under constant shareholder pressure to increase profits quarter after quarter, not just maintain them. Greed disguised as sustainability. Companies often justify price hikes as aligning with market realities or supporting new content, even when their profit margins are already strong. But in truth, these moves often prioritize shareholder returns and executive bonuses over consumer value. Subscription creep. Many tech and entertainment giants rely on a tactic called value erosion. They start with an irresistible deal, then slowly chip away at the benefits once the user base is locked in and alternatives feel inconvenient. Which makes no sense to me. It's a thing. The greed factor. Yes, it's often greed, but institutionalized. It's less a single executive deciding, let's be greedy, and more the corporate system rewarding short-term financial gains over long-term consumer trust. The irony is that companies that overplay this hand often hurt themselves. Netflix, Spotify, and now Microsoft have all faced subscriber dip or public relations damage after over-monetization moves. It is just really baffling that companies do this, because technically speaking, if I had a company, I would be greedy, but greedy in the sense that I would want such high customer feedback, like positive customer feedback, that I would go above and beyond to keep it going the way it was when people came aboard the first time, when it was great. I want to sustain that momentum so that over time, you being good to your people, to your customers, that rewards you tenfold with loyalty, right? You would think you would do that for your customers, but instead, when you do this, it actually doesn't have the end result you really want. So I don't get it. I really, really don't understand. And it's a very common thing. This isn't something that happens once in a blue moon. This happens, it feels like, every other day. So there it is. That's what's going on. Yeah. Don't really have anything else to add to that. It was probably shorter to go to IGN's article to be honest with you. But this one kind of went like in depth, but whatever. Yeah, I think my article was longer. Whatever. Thumbs up as always if you like the video. Does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm, so they say. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. And I'll bend it in half and I'll twist it. And I'll make sure when you subscribe to Game Pass, it's an additional $10 and that goes into my PayPal account. And if you want to subscribe, naturally that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.